Good morning, everyone. It's October 31st and it's Halloween. And I wanted to do a quick shout out to you all because I did post a question yesterday about this in the group to see who may be having some concerns about Halloween and about Halloween candy being around the house in excess. Most people don't usually have that much candy around the house. Some people don't have any candy. They don't even celebrate, but a lot of people do. I would say the majority of people do. And for those of you that do and that have some concerns about it being all over the place, I want to sort of turn this into something positive. If you are white knuckling today because you are concerned that you're going to dive into the candy bowl and not be able to stop eating it, I hear you, because a lot of people have those same concerns. And where I want to flip this upside down for you is that that is actually a good thing. Now, hold on, because I know it sounds a little bit crazy, but all of these white knuckling kind of moments that a lot of people have, specifically when they are first starting to practice intuitive eating and when they have decided to give up dieting and practice intuitive eating, or even if they're, well into their intuitive eating journey and have been practicing for, it doesn't matter how long, but have been practicing for some time, still some people white knuckle certain types of foods. And that really is an indication that they have not made peace with food. So as difficult as that may be for some people to really grasp, it's an opportunity to see where still more work is needed. So that's how I'm flipping this upside down. So while you may well know that you're on your journey, which is awesome, and wherever you are is okay, if you're white knuckling today and really struggling with having all this candy around and you're concerned you're going to overeat it and get sick, or whatever your concerns may be, this is an opportunity to look inward and say, have I been giving myself permission to eat whatever I desire throughout the rest of the year? Or have I been restricting in some way? Because if I have been giving myself full permission and have been at this for some time, probably white knuckling is not the reaction that I would want to be having by having all this candy around the house. So, it's the allowing that makes having candy around the house not such a big deal. That's really more for people that have been doing this for a while. If you are new to this, making peace with food is going to be something that is new and might definitely be a little bit scary. No question about it. Allowing all foods, especially coming from a very restrictive diet mentality lifestyle, can kind of freak people out a bit, because it's like, oh my God, there's so much candy, there's so much chocolate, there's so much this and that and the other thing. And that can be very, very frightening for people, especially in the beginning. But as I said, it's still an opportunity to see that more work is needed in that area. So it's actually a good thing, because it points you in the direction of where you need to do some more work. And that's good. And I don't mean work like, oh, this is going to be so difficult. I mean work like do more exploring, allow yourself more foods, do more experimenting. And that's kind of the fun part. Where it gets scary for people is when they start to fear, a lot of fear around, but that experimenting may lead to weight gain. That experimenting may make me fat, and I don't want to be fat. Being fat is going to make me unattractive. So all of these things come into play when we start to talk about giving ourselves unconditional permission to eat, because it all sounds great, right? To have to allow, but there is that, but then I'm gonna, you fill in the blank. So I get it. I totally, totally get it. But I have news for you, beautifuls. The only way to get the freedom is to allow. So we need to overcome those fears of, but then I'll get blank. Okay, and again, that blank will be filled in differently for everybody, or it may be similar. A lot of people have similar issues with that. We need to get over all of that kind of stuff. So And that is often where the support is needed. Anyone can read the principles in the book. Anyone can get the workbook. It's really overcoming but if I do that, I'll get blank, dealing with those kinds of emotions and teasing through them because they are very complex. They can be very, very frightening. They are challenging social norms and all of that other stuff that really gets people bogged down, terrified, and eating bags and bags of candy because they're so stressed and don't know what to do about it. I totally get it. So I want to leave you with that. Today, I want you to allow yourself to have Halloween candy if you so desire. If you feel it's getting out of control, please don't worry too much about it. It's one day, okay? And again, it's a good reminder that if you're white knuckling with it, that you're probably not giving yourself full permission to eat. And with that, freedom is not going to come, because unless you allow yourself to eat all foods under any conditions, that restrictive mentality is still going to be in place and the freedom is not going to come to you. So I want you to think about that. I also want you to think about, but if I give myself unconditional permission to eat, I may get blank. That really needs to be explored more deeply, and that is often where support is needed, and I am here for you. I also want to remind you that honoring your hunger and making peace with food and all of the other principles are explored in depth in my intuitive eating video course that I just released. And it goes into depth. It has wonderful exercises. It also has a private support group. So if you have any questions, you can go there. So if you are new to intuitive eating or have been practicing intuitive eating for some time and you just feel like you need some extra support around it, please consider taking my online video course, because it's really wonderful and digs a lot deeper than the book, gives a lot of my personal advice and my personal experiences, and also where some of my clients have had difficulties, and I incorporate all of that. So I will include the link in this post so that you can take a look at it. And I hope that you enjoy your Halloween. And remember, it's just food. It is nothing to be frightened of. Sit down, have some candy, enjoy yourself. And if you have children, I hope that they have fun and be safe. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.